Obviously, lots of crazy weather. While I was on my mission, I felt a 7.0 earthquake. There was a tsunami warning. We were caught in blizzards. Visibility was down. Overnight, in one of the cities, they had over 17 feet of snow, and the National Guard had to be called in. The worst one I experienced was me and my companion were actually literally frozen in our apartment and could not get out. Every single window was frozen shut, and the doors were frozen shut. Even us kicking them didn't work. So we were trapped inside for an entire morning. Because of so many times I flew about 16 or 18 times on my mission. I got really accustomed to teaching on the plane. And my most powerful experience actually came on my flight home, where they give you a red-eye flight and it's miserable because everybody wants to sleep. But I sat next to this woman who was just in the worst position she could ever be in her life. And it was really obvious that God had orchestrated it, that she had went to Alaska when she did, came home when she did, and sat next to me when I was returning home from my mission. She was struggling with some suicidal thoughts. She'd just gotten out of the hospital for trying to stab herself with a steak knife. She was struggling with an abusive boyfriend and all these things. And through the entire flight, I was able to open up the Book of Mormon and take her to the Savior and say, hey, listen, this is what you've been looking for. And she even said vocally, this is exactly what I've been looking for. One of the cool things about that experience was that she was genuinely prepared. When she was a little kid of maybe 6, her mom took the discussions from the missionaries, and she remembered guys with tags like mine going to teach her mom, but they disappeared and never came back. So when she sat next to me, I was the first missionary she had seen since she was 6 years old. And she said, instantly, she said and shared her life story with me and asked me for help. And it was so cool to be in that position to be able to help her. How to chop wood. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. You learn everything on your mission. You learn it all. I think really, though, it's all about loving an individual. If you can love, you can do it. Well, I know how to cut up a beaver for dog meat. That's good. But in terms of like life, I think working with other people and being able to understand them and not just listen and hear them, but be able to put myself in their shoes. It's all the small and simple things. Conversion is consistently acting in that which you know to be true. And so it really is about the simple things. And if you can do those daily things, you can do it.